episode. What's going on? This is alcohol content. Here we drink alcohol. We let you know what we think about it, and you go out and buy it. All right, that's what you do. Cha-ching. But before we get into it, who are we drinking with? We got Ryan.
Yeehaw, baby.
Oh yeah. We got Rick.
Buckle your seatbelt.
Oh yeah, buckle up, Buttercup, because we got lights, we got colors going on in here. It's getting wild.
We got action.
Oh yeah,
It's a discotheque.
yeah. You guys ever heard of vaporwave? Because that's what we got going on in here. We just need to buy some vapes. That's we couldn't put those into our budget, so
We're
next time.
sponsored by
Kenny,
Vape.
Kenny's been pinching the pennies.
Exactly. Our producer just won't let us have the vapes yet, but we got the lights. So, folks, let's drink some whiskey. Rick, what are we drinking?
We're going down to the state of Texas.
Oh,
yeah, we've got
hot and sweaty. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, a little crotch pot cooking.
Yeah. Oh,
Sounds like-
baby. That's a throwback.
It is a throwback. No, we have some Still Austin Cask Strength, so bourbon whiskey. A lot of good comments about this one. And we have not, well, clearly we've had some of this one, but this is the only Still Austin. Went right for the Cask Strength as opposed to, I think they have a bottled in bond or whatever.
Yeah.
Also,
We're just
in
going
that rye.
straight up and proof.
Yeah, so decided to try it out. This is 118 proof. Here's Austin, Texas. Texas is hot, so it's aged at least 2 years.
Which means it's like a 14 year
in
and
dog
other
years. and yes, it's like so. Anyway, it is what I do like about the company is that they consider themselves rye forward. So they in theory have a really good rye that we've not had. But even this mash bill it's 75. 70 corn, 25 rye.
Okay.
So that's fairly high rye,
Interesting.
and then 5 malted barley. Non-GMO, they only will buy grains from Texas. So I sort of respect or tip my hat to that. And, full disclosure, we've had other Texas whiskeys and we don't jump up and down with a bunch of Texas whiskeys we've had. They run a little hot. At least that's my take on it.
It's like even though it's hotter where it's at, and the wood might absorb into the whiskey a little bit more, but it's still younger. Usually it's younger because there's a lot of younger distilleries there.
Yeah, it's a budding market for sure.
So anyway, it's this is Still Austin Cask Strength, 118 proof. So
All right.
we decided to give it a go on the podcast and give
do you guys know the story about the goyle on the front?
Something sort of cool too is that I can't remember the particular artist, but they use local artists, so it's actually pretty cool artwork on each of their bottles, and of course it's symbolic of certain things. Now you're losing me there. I can't remember this specific one, but yeah, literally they feature the artists and things like that. So that's to me,
respect.
Exactly.
Respect.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
And they do consider themselves rye forward. That's their. And Nancy Fraley,
70% corn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but 25% rye. That's a healthy rye. Nancy Fraley's the master blender, so this is Cask Strength, but it is blended barrels. It's not a single barrel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, give the old schnoz test.
Yep. What are you guys thinking on that? I've been yapping. You've been smelling.
It's definitely hot on the nose. That 118 proof is coming through for me.
Yeah.
Kind of stinging my nose a bit, but underneath that, nice and pleasant. I think the rye does come through.
This is kind of weird, but I get subtle notes of marshmallow on top of like an unsanded charcuterie board.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I sort of get like a marshmallow on top of a graham cracker, maybe even a little toffee.
Yeah, I'm actually more on boat with Ryan. It does smell like something sweet, and then maybe not even sanded. Wood. You took a knife, you jabbed it into the wood, and just kind of opened it up a bit.
A splinter.
Yeah,
it smells like a splinter.
Yeah. A marshmallow and a splinter.
Yeah. Master splinter.
There's a little fruit going on there too. A little butterscotch and a little fruit for me. Maybe a little citrus.
Yeah,
I don't really get any fruit.
Really?
A little orange, a little
this lightness
citrus.
that kind of is there. It balances out the sweetness a little bit.
To me, that's just the proof coming through.
Really? The proof isn't bothering me at all on this one.
You know what it's kind of bringing together is a creamsicle. No, don't take that to the extreme, but take the,
Like that little orange.
Yeah, a little orange, but it's kind of creamy with the marshmallow you're talking about, Ryan.
Huh.
So now that I'm getting used to the proof, I can kind of get through all that now, and it smells pretty pleasant. The wood is there.
The wood's still there.
It adds an interesting kind of like
to me. It's sort of a
background.
so it's sort of a spice.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Also, I didn't mention before, but I would say props to him again is that when they started up, they went to Scotland and had a 42-foot column still from Scotland made for them.
Okay.
So it's like, I tip my hat again. That's pretty cool. So,
So it's actually still Scotland.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like actually just got it to pay homage to Austin over there. It's still Austin. He's still Austin.
Turns out I've actually been a master distiller this whole time. That's why they call me the Bourbon Master. So I got to say, we tried this. So full disclosure, we had this a couple days ago.
Off camera, yep.
I was not impressed with it.
Off camera, yeah.
Yeah. But now that I'm on camera, my opinion has changed. No, for real. I'm actually receiving this much better than I did last time. This is actually really sweet. The proof has not hit me like it was. My palate was all whacked out that day, though. So this is, I'll need some more time to kind of sift through it, but definitely I'm having a more positive reaction.
You got to taste it.
He did taste it.
Oh, you did taste it?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand by kind of what I said previously. When we tasted this, it's got some good notes to it, but it just is hot.
Yeah.
It just runs hot, and it's not the proof. I mean, the proof is kind of up there, but it's young, just the youth coming through.
And I think that's its main issue, is that it's young.
Yeah.
Because if you kind of forego that, I think it's a pretty darn good whiskey.
I'm gonna even say I'm definitely enjoying this. I like there's definitely that hotness to me, again, is not the proof. It's the rye and or the wood spice.
I don't think it's the rye. I think it's the corn.
Really?
Because it's so
young.
It's so front loaded with corn, and it's not aged, so it doesn't even allow the rye to kind of come through. It's covering up the rye to me.
At the back end, like I'm getting some really nice, almost butterscotchy pecan pie, whatever that stuff is. There's the pecans and then that sort of gooey stuff, which I think is sort of molasses of some type and corn syrup. Well, maybe that's maybe that's what Ryan's talking about. But to me, there's like a praline or a pecan on there, and then just like a little nip of orange zest, and then it moves into black pepper, some wood spice. I'm not getting those warm, like Christmassy spices like
yeah, it's black pepper for sure.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with that.
See, to me, I get wood spice.
There's definitely some wood spice.
Not like rye spice. It is just sizzling the tongue.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let it kind of like bask on your tongue a little bit.
Ooh.
It's definitely a sizzler.
Ooh.
And while afterwards, the taste of a young whiskey comes through.
Yeah.
So I think this is like a tale of two cities here.
It's actually a tale of one city.
It's a tale of two sides of one city. I think you have this kind of juxtaposition of young whiskey with, some refined aged whiskey flavors. And I think it's Texas whiskey. As far as I know, that's what I am. That's what I'm familiar with Texas whiskey. I don't think this is bad. And and like what Rick said, I'm enjoying this. And it's kind of like, I would agree and disagree with you. And I almost want to defend it a little bit, but I think
we can disagree.
Yeah, I think your points are valid for sure.
Here's my biggest point though. How much did it cost?
$73.
See ya. See you
Yeah.
later. That's for 2-year whiskey. That expensive? No freaking way, dude.
I'm getting nice flavors on it, and I will. My hot take is, I like it. I like it, but I can't deny that there's definitely some youngness and a little bit of hotness going on there. This is not. Here's the true take: if you're entering into whiskey,
No
this is
way.
not the whiskey for you.
No.
This is something that an experienced whiskey person, and truthfully, I saw what you just did, putting a few drops of water in. That'll be interesting to see. But I like the flavors. I really am getting graham cracker, pecan pie.
Sure. You're getting a
some
lot more of it
butterscotch.
than I am. A lot more of out of this.
And then a little of that bitterness or wood spice hits at the very end. None of it hangs around super long though.
Oh man. So I put some water in there, and the black pepper is hitting much stronger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
Peppercorns for my poppycock.
Yeah. I mean, this one just doesn't hit me right. This is a hard pass from me.
Yeah, the price, I'm going to have to, when you add in the price, the value to me isn't really there, unfortunately. Now, that doesn't mean that this is bad in any,
No.
I don't say that this is bad. I think that if you want to try something different, this is something different. And this is young, but somehow has these flavors that you're used to in something
Much more mature whiskey.
Yeah. Something you would spend $70 for normally.
I'm not disappointed that picked it up, and I honestly might go pick up their rye.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely interested in trying the rye. So that Texas rye.
All right, I guess we have sort of a split
All right.
decision on this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Ryan, what do we got to do to get you to like this whiskey?
Put it at $25 a
All
bottle.
right.
what'd you-
Sold at $25.
I mean, there's just too many other things that I would rather drink. That's
Yeah.
just what it is. And that's not even including the price. And then you throw in the price tag and it's like, oh, I would not buy this.
All right. There you have it, folks. We got a bit of a divisive bottle here. This one, I don't think, I think we might all agree that we wouldn't recommend this at $70. But maybe you can find out, maybe it's discoed somewhere, maybe take a little chance on it. But maybe you like Texas whiskey and go give it a try. All right.
I'm excited for what they do in the future.
For sure.
I think they have potential and they're going to do cool stuff. So
Yeah. For a younger
I'm down for
distillery, I think they got something interesting, and we'll just see where it goes, right?
agreed.
Well, you like the episode because, we're going down to Texas now. We're going all over the place, folks. And we're going to bring more. So make sure you comment and tell us what else you want us to review because, like I said, we're world travelers here. We're some really refined individuals. Look at the colors we got going on here. Wow. And you subscribe because we're going to have way more colors next time. It's going to be a rainbow, okay? It's going to be wild. All right. Just more colors means more subscribers. So that's what our boss told us. We're just going to keep going with it.
You hear that, Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny. All righty. Adios.